Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Today I have my assistant Caleb joining me.
You got the bat case. It's a good
You know, it's
sign.
funny. Have any of you ever experienced this? I think my kids, at least Caleb, he likes to be with me more when he knows that I'm like more busy than usual. You know, he's like, I guess it's like those cookies that you can't have. Those are the cookies you really want, right? Where someone else's food looks better than your food, or the grass is greener on the other side. Maybe that's what it is. So, how's everybody's morning today so far?
Great!
Monday was an anniversary, right? Am I missing it, or was it this last Monday? For a few couples?
Yes.
Or many couples, not a few. Congratulations. Was it 2075? Is that right? Can we give a round of applause? Happy anniversary to those couples. Who's a 2075 couple?
Stand up.
Yeah, you guys can stand up real quick. Just say happy anniversary. What year? How many years?
37.
37. Wow, wonderful. Thank you. Great. Happy July 4th. We live in an amazing country, don't we? I mean, honestly, anytime I feel like something bad happens in my life, I just think, never mind, I live in America, like, compared to many people's problem. I mean, of course, I have much more than maybe a lot of other Americans, but still, we live in an amazing country. We have so much opportunity, right? Opportunity is a word that comes to my mind. So happy July 4th. I'm very grateful, and I know you are also very grateful for where we are. Today I want to talk about connecting to our original mind. I want to start off with why this might be important, why we care about this, and Bob touched on it in his prayer, which is we are dreamers here, right? We are visionaries, or we definitely are following visionaries, right? Our true parents. We have a big goal, we have big dreams, we want to create a world that, that we haven't seen before. We want to create an ideal world. So, we have big things to do, and how can we do that? One way is to connect to our original mind. So that's a synopsis of the message. And first I want to start off with True Mother's words from what she shared at the Victory Celebration in Las Vegas. A few words that she shared. So, this was just, what was this, like 2 weeks ago? Anyways, just recently, right? We're privileged to have True Mother here. Another blessing of living in this country. After 6,000 years, true parents' births occurred. Jude. Fallen people have longed for true parents. True parents are the ones who can fulfill God's dreams and the ones for whom God has urgently desired. So, I said in front of members of the clergy that they are the righteous chosen people in the 21st century, centered on true parents. So, this is the Victory Celebration after the Unity Festival, the large event. Many members are here, and this is True Mother speaking to our members. The responsibilities of the chosen people are based on a national foundation and the need to attend true parents. So, attending true parents is important. Can you attend true parents? This land should become the nation that, as a chosen people, attends true parents, which is a blessing. In America, true parents worked hard for the world for 40 years. We invested everything, we invested and continued investing everything. 40 years have now passed, and you are all grown up. Is it acceptable for children to continue to receive the help of their parents? I am speaking of national restoration. Politicians, entrepreneurs, academics, we need to bless everyone and create blessed families. That is the way by which this nation, in the position it's in, can fulfill its responsibilities as well. Responsibilities well. How? By creating blessed families. ACLC should invest all its efforts. ACLC, American Christian Leadership, American Clergy Leadership Conference, right? So, the Christian sphere of our movement, the Christian arm, should invest all its forces toward the day they can return to God His whole Christian foundation. That day will be the day this country becomes a restored nation. Do you understand? We must return to heaven what heaven expects. Sovereignty. You need to return sovereignty. True parents are the owners. Sovereignty, people, territory. America has to show this clearly. So, there's a lot, there's so much in this message, even just this small excerpt that I could go into. And the main point I want to focus on, though, is that we have a large responsibility. We all know that. And a reminder here in True Mother's words, we really have a large responsibility. America has been invested in. We are blessed to be here. We're blessed to attend True Parents. The True Parents invested in America for so long. And we have a responsibility to restore America to be an example country attending True Parents. So that's setting the stage of, we have a huge responsibility. And in order to accomplish that, we also have so many things that stop us from doing that, right? We have many things that make it difficult for us to accomplish and to do what your mother is saying. I want to read a little bit from the Divine Principle, which talks about the original mind, but also talks about evil forces in our life, right? All people have an original mind, which inclines them to reject evil and pursue goodness. What your mother's talking about, right? What we want to do is goodness. Yet, even without our being aware of it, sometimes you are aware, we are driven by evil forces to abandon the goodness which our original mind desires and to perform evil deeds which in our innermost heart we do not want to do. So the main point is that there are all kinds of evil forces that are, affecting us, right? Divine Principle uses language that is not the most familiar, personally, to me. Maybe another more familiar term might be fallen nature, right? One of the evil forces might be your own fallen nature. It might be a distraction, but there's all kinds of things that, that we struggle with, that stop us from following our original mind. So, I want to talk about why. So again, back to my main point, this is why we really need we need to focus on, we need to prioritize connecting with our original mind. And I want to talk a little bit about how we can do that, how I've been trying to do that myself, and share some personal story, and the importance of to connect our original mind. I want to read this again. The first time we read it with the focus of the evil, but I want to read it with the positive focus now. Okay, let's think about the positive in this message, focusing on the original mind in this excerpt. All people have an original mind, which inclines them to reject evil and pursue goodness. We already have it, right? We have it in us. We know, really, it's, even sometimes I think Mother's words, when we read that, it could feel like a burden. I think that there's so much actually, we make it harder on ourselves, but actually, Truma was talking about how it's a blessing to attend True Parents. And I really believe there's so much joy in all of this. And first of all, one of those blessings is that we already have an original mind. That definitely makes things easier. Yet, even without our being aware of it, we are driven by evil forces to abandon the goodness which our original mind desires, and to perform evil deeds which in our own innermost heart we do not want to do. So another kind of positive point is, it talks about how we don't want to do the evil stuff. What does that mean? That means that if we do we do want to do the good, right? And not only that, but we will feel joy and fulfillment and happiness by doing that, right? So, I want to talk about three kind of areas of different types of ways to connect our original mind, and finally ask you to do one thing this week to help you with that. Can everybody, following along, you all have big things you want to do, and you feel like you're stopped by your fallen nature or by maybe other people? Do people have that experience? Shake your head.
Of course.
Yes, okay, great. Can you think of something? Does something come to your mind when you think of something that you want? Or, of course, True Mother's words is one thing, but it could be, your work, right? It could be maybe you have a job that you want to excel at, or school, or all of those things you can plug this into, okay? So, three areas of connecting to original mind. One is the vertical way, which is through connecting to Heavenly Parent and true parents. Right, so how do we do that, right? We can do that by reading True Mother's words that were just read today. We can reconnect ourselves to our original mind. We can connect to true parents. We can give ourselves some inspiration through prayer. Kevin said he wants to go to the toilet. Do you want to go, Kevin? Okay, go ahead. Okay, so through the vertical way, through connecting to Heavenly Parents and true parents, I think we talk about that a lot. We talk about prayer, the importance of hundoke, but I just want to emphasize that again. I know who considers themselves, okay, no one's arrogant here, but I was do any of you consider yourself, pretty, that you really cherish hundoke, that you do it pretty regularly, and it gives you the nourishment and the connection that you need? Do people feel that? I know that Stephanie's, John, Sharon. Okay, so some of you, you are already, maybe if you want to work on that area, you can talk to John or Sharon. I know Stephanie told me many times, her hundoke in the morning is her center for the whole day, right? So my point is that is one way that we can do more in our life, right, on a kind of practical level. We can do more in our life. We can particularly do more of what, true parents are talking about, or what our original mind is talking about by maybe hundoke might be one way to do it, right? So that's one of the ways. Another way that, another way to do it is through being with each other, being with other like-minded people that, brothers and sisters, us here, if that's what you're trying to accomplish. In this case, we're talking about national restoration. So we need to surround ourselves, be with ourselves together. Sunday service, one of the values of Sunday service is that I believe that just by us being together supports each other in us doing the mission that we have to do as Americans, as triangleites, people from the triangle. So connecting with those kinds of people, maybe just a personal example on a different note, not only on a spiritual note, but on practical note. For me, I've met a productivity group. I've met a group that focuses on work productivity. And so that's been so beneficial to me in my productivity at work. Just by connecting with these people, talking to them, hearing what they do daily or monthly, my productivity at work has increased, which in turn affects other areas of my life too. When you feel good about one part, it affects everything else too. So connecting with like-minded peers is another way that you can connect to your original nature. And finally, I put ourselves, and when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about listening to ourselves, listening to we have the original mind right there, and I really believe, throughout the last year and a half, one of the big lessons I believe God has taught me is trust yourself, right? So I really believe that God trusts us, and our intuition is very powerful. Okay, so what I mean by that, more specifically, to give you an example, and this is something that has really been helping me in my life the last 2 weeks. I started to write down every day. Maybe I haven't done it every day, but I write down in the morning 3 things that I want to do that day. So it sounds very simple, but this has it's really helped me a lot. I feel what I'm doing is I'm looking at, okay, I'm reflecting, I don't look at everything I have to do, I don't look at, analyze, or try to figure out what's the most important thing, but I just reflect in the morning, what are the 3 things that I want to focus on that day, and what I want to accomplish in that day. And I write those down. And then throughout the day, I took a picture, and I look at what I wrote, and then I remind myself, right? Does anybody do anything like that? Okay, Sharon, raise your hand. Bob, yeah. All right, so I really wanted to share that because that's been something for me recently that really has made a big difference, because we are living in more and more a world that's growing in distractions, right? For sure, at least in distractions. We have our own ways that we disturb ourselves from, focusing on what's important. And this is one way that I found that has helped me, that's very simple, to feel more productive, just feel more accomplished, and to do more of the things that I think are important to do. I wrote down even have fun on July 4th watching the fireworks. That was my thing that I wanted to accomplish for the day. So, so I want to invite you to do these things. Another example I wanted to share is connecting with like-minded peers. Also can fit into the vertical aspect is talking to someone that you see as a mentor, or somebody that has a higher perspective than you do. So, my personal testimony from this year, this last few weeks, is speaking to Reverend Patton. Some of you have met him. He is my central figure. I feel like an uncle, really like an uncle to me. And I speak to him. I call him when I'm struggling with something, mission related, church related, and he gives me guidance, right? I hope that, maybe that could be your spouse, maybe that could be your parent, maybe it could be an elder, brother or sister in your life. I want to remind you that that's a way that you can support yourself to do more things, to do the things you want to do. We all, like I said, we all really have fallen nature. We have outside distractions, but I believe that if we focus on the few things, we focus on important things, like the 3 things that our original mind is telling us, this is what I need to do today, or this is what I need to do this month, then we can get closer to doing what your mother's asking us. We can, we feel more energy, and we just will get more done, which there's a lot to do. So, in conclusion, I want to ask you this week, I want to ask you all to take on, to do the writing down 3 things every day for what you want to do. It's great because it's really simple and it's easy, and it's about what your heart wants, right? It's about what you want. It's not like, sometimes it might feel like a burden, but it's really, it helps me it helps me to just focus. Okay, yeah, this is what I need to do, this is what I need to do, this is what I need to do. If somebody calls me, or if I see some distraction on my computer, or whatever comes up, I'll just look again at my 3 things. I'm like, oh yeah, those are the most important things for me today. And then I can get back to it. And then when you're done, at the end of the day, you can look and you're like, oh wow, I did what I said I was going to do. Isn't that, that's something I think I want to talk about another service, is doing the power and the fulfillment that you feel when you do what you say you're going to do. It's really powerful. And so I want to encourage all of you to do that this week, every day. Write down 3 things in the morning, look at it around lunchtime, look at it at the end of your day, and I think that it'll help you to connect to your original mind and also help you to do more in your life. So, with that, I want to conclude. Please join me in prayer. Heavenly Parent, true parents, Heavenly Parent, we're grateful for you for creating us as in your image, Heavenly Parent, with this amazing creativity, this amazing heart for others, this original mind that we have. Heavenly Parent, this week we want to determine that we are going to get more done, Heavenly Parent. We're going to follow our intuition and our original mind, Heavenly Parent. Connect to you more, Heavenly Parent. Continue to align ourselves with you, Heavenly Parent, with our true parents. And through our giving and give and take action with you, Heavenly Parent, with our original mind, we're going to feel energized, Heavenly Parent, and excited for the future and for our life, our family, Heavenly Parent. Heavenly Parent, we thank you for so many blessings in our life. We'll be living here in America, being with our true parents, for the blessing anniversary, the blessing that we have. And today we want to offer to you this time of gathering together and of fellowship, Heavenly Parent, and of worship. And we offer all of this to you in all of our names, and my name, Joshua and Maria Angelucci, of Blessed Central Family. Thank you. I want to share some announcements with you. On a little bit of a personal note, I will be traveling for a few weeks, taking some time. I'll be. My brother had his first baby, my younger brother, and anyways, I'll be visiting him. So my family won't be here for the next 2.5 Sundays. Anyways, 2 Sundays.
Where do they live?
Oh, Ohio. Yeah, we'll be going to Ohio. We are also connected to the announcements. We have Southeast region, which is our sub-region, is having another youth event in Atlanta. So, yeah, they're looking for kitchen staff. If you would like to come, I am one of the main organizers. This is happening next Sunday. Next Friday and Saturday is the youth event, and then on Sunday, there's actually going to be a new district leader for not our district, but District 5, which is basically all the states below us, south of us. So, and Dr. Kim will be coming and attending that. So if you'd like to come, you're welcome to go to Atlanta, and it's going to be a great time, a great weekend with youth activities on Friday and Saturday, and then a unified Sunday service on Sunday with main message by Dr. Kim. And that's part of why I won't be here next Sunday, so I'll be there helping with the event. So that's one announcement. If you are interested in going, please let me know, because I'm looking for somebody to go there to help with kitchen. Also, we have some interest from our local community, but they need a way to get there, and they could use a ride. So if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. Another announcement is on April 4th, we'll have Parents' Day here in the evening.
April 4th? No.
Sorry, August 4th. April, wow. I wonder why I said April. Maybe we're in spring time in my mind. Yeah.
They both start
It
with
was started with A, of course, yeah. But anyway, maybe April was written somewhere in my notes. But yeah, August 4th, right? So how many weeks is that? 2-3 weeks? Coming up. 5 o'clock. We could use a good amount of help, but first, before I talk about help, I just want to talk about, I think that the Parents' Day event, it's something that we've been doing, that's been done for many years. I think that it's a good opportunity for us to have that experience of connect. Have you ever had that experience where you bring somebody, you share something with someone that you're excited about, and then you see them excited about it, or you see them enjoy it too? I've been bringing some of my guests to coming to game night, or sometimes Sunday service, or the living room. And yeah, it's really nice to see brothers and sisters, us and other guests together. So I think Parents' Day, for me, that's one of the big values of this event, and it's a chance where you can pretty easily have people come here, be with other brothers and sisters, have a good time, and connect them one more step to true parents. I mean, we'll even be giving a blessing toast too, so they can receive first step of the blessing. So, anyways, 5 o'clock. Sharon and John have been working hard. They want to make a certain kind of event, and in order to do that, we need a little more help. So there's singers. We're looking for and have entertainment. Anyways, I don't want to go through. Well, I'll just let you know. Okay, singers, entertainers, someone that can help with holy wine, giving them the holy wine, registration, and taking pictures. Very important. So those are some things we can use help with. Please let me know or Sharon know. Serving the food. Making food. Okay, making food and serving food. All right. Parents' Day, August 4th or April 4th. Either one. Okay. So that is all the announcements for now. Let's welcome up the band and close this out.
We're gonna watch them.
Oh yeah, please. I don't prepare so we don't need to watch the video tonight, but I do want to encourage you to watch it. I watched it yesterday, and it's Reverend Dunkley shares some testimonies about Las Vegas, about the event. He talks about some of the things that have happened. So I do want, please watch the weekly update on your own time. All right. Band.